Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about... I want to get like super enthusiastic because this could be huge. It could be a bust. So today, I want to talk about what to focus on for different aspects of early and mid game. So we'll start at the beginning. We log in, we're on a brand new account. What's the first thing that we should really be focused on? And I will let you know, the first thing that you should focus on is subscribing to this channel so you can get a bunch of cool information. We need some kind of cool overload thing. Editor, please do that. Anyways, yeah, so the first thing that we should do is probably find a house and everything along those lines. But I'm going to set some goals. And these are goals that I hope that you can achieve early on in the game. So the first one is we need to work on the void. Before anything else, void progression is super important. It's important throughout the entire game, but the reason why void progression is so huge early game is, first of all, you have nothing else to do. You can go siege, you can go do all of that. You're not going to farm crazy honor. You're going to be lucky if you get like 1,000 honor, which is nothing. You're wasting your potions at that point, in my opinion. But the reason why we want to go through the void as fast and as hard as we can is so that we can make it to void stage 81. The reason for that is the Masonic Scepter. So focusing on the void so we can get the Masonic Scepter, this is going to achieve our first, which should actually be our second major goal, of getting higher gold cap. So starting out in the game, you're not going to have very high gold cap. If you're interested in knowing how to increase your gold cap, I have 2 videos on that. One of them is old, one of them is a revised version. But what I can say is, without a doubt, Masonic Scepter will help you tremendously. So I think that's the first thing that we're going to cover is focus on the void, focus on your progression, get as many perfects as you can per day, progress as fast and as hard as you can. The other things with the void is save your void coins because you're going to want to get Nora the first possible chance that you can. You're going to want to get those heroes. Getting those heroes will help you out tremendously, especially early on. Speaking of heroes, the number one real goal and the number one priority early on in the game is to get Bazrix. So Bazrix is the definition of early game. This is not a perfectly built one. Ignore the items. For Bazrix, he will carry you single-handedly through early game. He is everything. He can tank. He does more damage than anything else out there. Bazrix is your go-to. You need Bazrix. First hero you get every time is Bazrix. And you can get him for free. So even if you're a free-to-play player, just save up all of your coins to get him out of the hero chest. You want Bazrix. Don't get any other hero besides the void ones without Bazrix. The other thing to consider, because if we're early on in the game, we have nothing else to do and we just have a lot of time, is we're going to work on our rank, which is located in our character sheet face thing. We want to increase our rank because as you increase your rank with honor, you'll unlock new buildings. You'll also increase your gold cap by getting higher bronze cap, and you'll also get heroes. So you'll get Virion, you'll get Gazul, you'll get Grims. All of that stuff is huge, so don't forget about your ranks. The other thing to do early game, and this might be after castle level 10, but I still consider that early game. And I should put that out there. I think early game is anything below castle level 30. So 1 through 29, early game. The other thing to always do is going to be your Dragon's Abyss. Getting enough of either the red currency or the blue, the Soulfire or Dragon Glass, you are going to need so much of that. You're going to want to focus the void. You're going to want to focus the Dragon's Abyss. Get your progression there because you'll accumulate more Soulfire over time, and it's just going to give you a bunch of stuff. So we have Void, Dragon's Abyss, increase your rank to get those goodies. get Bazrix. Bazrix will carry you through. The last major thing, and there's a million things, but the last major thing is you want to finish Tactics School as soon as possible. Get through Tactics School. I think I did this at castle level 19 or whenever it became available. I think it's 19. I could be wrong. Don't get hung up on that. It's either 19 or 20. You want to get through that. The reason why is because that will unlock your hero research, and with hero research, if we jump on in, we can see that the tier 4 will actually reduce the amount of bronze supply required to increase your gold cap, meaning that big overarching goal of having a full gold army, which is a huge power spike and will help you out in every aspect of the game. It's way more manageable when you get the tier 4 bonus from all of your hero research. So finishing the Tactics School is clutch. That is key. So that should bring us to the mid-game point. Once we hit mid-game, there's various stages, because I would consider mid-game, for the sake of this example, probably anywhere from castle level 30 up to castle level 45, somewhere around there. Some people would consider mid-game all the way up to castle level 50, and it's a matter of maxing certain things out. It's a loose definition, but from castle level 30 and on, I would consider mid-game. The things to focus on mid-game is you're still going to do the Dragon's Abyss and progress as far as you can every time you level up your castle. You're still going to do the Void. We're still going to do those types of things, but you're going to really want to focus on Dragonic. Dragonic is huge. So when we hit the mid-game portion, a lot of it... sorry, I cannot miss this. A lot of this is just going to be focusing on different aspects of your account. So what I think, oh my god, we are getting so close to having 3 109s. Sorry to the free-to-play players out there, I let you guys down. I really am sorry, but I'm loving it. When we get to the mid-game portion, it's going to be about finding some sort of proper balance, and this is a very hard thing to do. It's very hard to say do this, do that, because as you can see where I'm at, I have different goals than, say, a free-to-play player. So what I would consider for mid-game is find out whatever you're willing to spend on the game, and if that's nothing, then that's nothing. We just have to change the goal line. So what I mean by change the goal line is change our expectations and change our goals. So if I'm a free-to-play player, then it's just get as much free stuff as I can from participating in events, and always do all events. Always. So for somebody that's spending any amount of money, figure out what it is for your goal. The first thing that's going to unlock is Dragonic at castle level 30 as far as our mid-game. For castle level 30, figure out what your goal is. If you're free to play, getting 1 tree to 109 is going to be your goal. I would go with Affliction pretty much regardless of your dragon. Maybe an Onyx I could see Destruction, but the Affliction 109 bonus is just too good to pass up. Everything lives 2 seconds longer, including your heroes and dragon. If you're spending, figure out how much you're spending. Is 2 109s your goal, or is 3? So I'm definitely spending. So 3 109s is my goal. That means once I hit 3 109s, being all 3 of these are going to be 109, I'm going to start ignoring Dragonic, because at castle level 35 your troop equipment becomes unlocked. So I'll switch over and I'll work on troop equipment, which we can see our Forged Firestones. We have 2.7 million, and we have 279,000 Astral Stones. So my personal goal for troop equipment is I want all of my troops to have 4-star equipment, and I want my 2 main troops, the swords and archers, to have 7 stars. That is my goal. So mid-game is about establishing realistic goals for your account and your growth. We're not going to all tunnel into trying to just max out. Like, if I ignored troop equipment and only went with Dragonic, I would probably still do good mid-game. I'd still do great. However, we have to have a well-balanced account, because later on in the game, everything is going to change. So finding those realistic goals. So my realistic goal for troop equipment is to have my 2 main combat troops at 7 stars and the rest of my troops at 4 stars, just for the added bonus. And then we get to castle level 40, which is going to be for the hero scraps. We have 60,000. It sounds like a lot. It's really not. So when we get to castle level 40, no matter what, you want arcane tier 4 for your Rufio. That's a no-brainer. We need that. So what I'm going to do and what I'm going to focus on is I think right now I'm castle level 32. I still have a ways to go. I'm going to have 109 Dragonic. I'm going to be done with Dragonic for now, for a very long time, mentally as far as my goals. I'll be done with Dragonic, and everything that I do from this point out is either going to be centered on our troop equipment to hit my goal. I might want 8-star. I don't know. I really want 10, but I'm trying to be realistic. So I'm going to come up with a goal with my troop equipment that's reasonable, that's not far-fetched, that's within the budget, and I'm going to start working on hero straps once I obtain that goal, because castle level 40 for me, I'm not rushing my castle level anymore. I know some people out there have the school of thought, like you want to get to castle level 40 as fast as possible. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying being castle level 32 and beating players that are castle level 40 that rushes. So, I mean, I'm here to enjoy the journey. I'm not here to rush everything out. So I understand the argument to go to castle level 40 as fast as possible. I'm just not subscribing to it. And instead, every time I hit and unlock a new tier, like castle level 30, I was able to dump a bunch of stuff in Dragonic. As far as my goal of 3 109s, I'll have that completed probably around castle level 33, whenever the 7-day gift stuff comes out. From there, I'm going to stack up the troop equipment so that when I do turn castle level 35 and unlock troop equipment, I'll be able to get a huge boost. And then I'll be able to focus on hitting whatever my obtainable and realistic goal is for the troop equipment relatively soon. And then I'll have 5 castle levels or more where all I do is focus on the hero scraps as far as events. So I think planning things out and having those realistic goals is super important. And it's important for your mental health with the game. If my expectation is I'm going to have 150 or 149, whatever the max in Dragonic is for everything, I'm going to have that before I start working on troop equipment, I'm going to set myself up for failure and my account's going to go behind. And I'm also going to drive myself crazy because I'm not hitting these unrealistic goals. So I think setting realistic goals for yourself in the game, that's going to bring you more enjoyment than comparing ourselves to others. The last thing that I know people paying attention is like, oh my god, how did he miss this? Prisms. Prisms is a ongoing thing in the game. So I didn't want to pigeonhole it into just early and mid. All of this is ongoing, but for Prisms, the biggest boost that I'm finding as far as the Prisms is actually from the golden board. If we're early game, mid game, and arguably late game, we should be doing the golden board. That's probably the most important event, especially now that it gives out so much Prism shard stuff to level it up. It's 24,000 Lunari per month, give or take a few hundred. I think that's the most important thing. Getting your prisms up there. I'll show you mine right now. So all I've been doing is the golden board stuff and getting extras from participating in events. And I have a level 5, I have a level 7, I have a level 6, which I'll leave at level 6 because it's my Dragonic Defiance for right now. I have another level 7, I have another level 5, and another level 7. So I have 3 7s, 2 5s, 1 6. Getting your prisms up to a decent level, I think level 7 is realistic now. If we are doing the golden board every month with like the 125 spins or whatever, that's a realistic goal to get them eventually all up to level 7, if not higher. Getting multiple prisms per month from like Coliseum plus the golden board makes it hard, and it puts a little delay on it because I think Taint and the people that have been around forever have like 14 or 15 prisms. We have 6. So there's going to be, throughout time, we're going to acquire more prisms, and of course we want to level them up. So I think for prisms, the bare minimum should be level 5. Realistic goal should be like 7, and whale life should be 10. So hopefully this gave you some ideas, some thoughts about setting goals for yourself when it comes to Art of Conquest, because all of that is super important. With that, please take a moment to smash the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful, amazing stuff. I'll have more stuff, similar concepts to this video. I think I'll have one about dragons coming out later on. I'll have all this stuff coming out. Down in the description below, if you do want to donate to the channel, there is a direct donation button. A portion of everything donated will be given out. Probably more than most fundraising places, because it seems like most of the places you donate to, it's like 1% goes out to other people. I'll do at least 2. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.